have the answer sheet to the old exam, or the last time's exam, just bring it up at the end and I'll do those problems if you guys want me to. So the first one in this practice exam is the tan h of -1/2. What identity do we use? Or theorem? Yeah. This can be rewritten with tan stuff. So essentially, you guys should just have this memorized. 1 minus tan h squared equals secant h squared. So we plug this in here. So we have the square root of 1 minus a -1/2 squared. And will it be positive or negative? Positive, because secant h is always positive. So this is equal to the square root of 1 minus 1/4, which is equal to the square root of 3 divided by 2. Any questions on that? All of these first two problems will be the same, or exactly like this. Just asking for a different ident or different thing. Sine h of x is equal to cosine times tangent. But this is hyperbolic. Cosh x is just the reciprocal of secant h. So that's 2 over square root of 3 times -1/2. So in the end, sine h is equal to -1 over the square root of 3. Any questions on that? It's pretty straightforward. Make sure you guys are passing the sign-in sheets. Where are they right now? Okay, just passing. Can I erase this now? Yeah? What? Oh. Sine h is cosh times tan h, because tan h, just like tangent, is equal to sine h over cosh h, and then you multiply that across to get sine. You guys all see that? Good? Yes. Okay, half-life. The half-life of C14 is 5,700 years. The first part, they ask us to find heat to the K. So we know the formula A is equal to A naught times e to the k t. Okay. If we're looking at the half-life, then we know that our A will be 1/2 A naught. We substitute that in. The A naughts cancel. We're left with 1/2 equal to e to the k times t. We can think of that like this. And using our exponent identities, e to the k is equal to 1/2 times the exponent 1 over t. Okay? And they tell us t is 1500. So we substitute that in, or 5700. Any questions on this part? No? Is it okay if I erase this? I don't want to work on the bottom one. Yeah? All right. I'll give you guys one more second. Part B, they ask what percentage is left when t is equal to 1900. You have to realize that in the formula, this A that we get is the amount that is left after a certain amount of time has passed. So then if we're looking for a percentage or a fraction, we want A over the entire quantity. So our fraction that we are looking for is A over A naught. Say we were asking for how much is gone, then we would do something like 1 minus A over A naught, or some of you guys like to think of it as A naught minus, so the entire amount minus the amount that is left divided by the whole. This would be the amount that is gone, that disappeared. Okay, so they might ask you something like that. In this practice exam, though, they're asking for the amount that is left, which would just be normally the A value. We substitute our e to the k into the actual formula, so we have A is equal to A naught times 1/2 times t, or let's do 1 over 57 times t. Okay. The t that we want is 1900, and we're looking for this fraction. So we can divide both sides by A naught. So we have A over A naught equal to 1/2. 1900 divided by 5700 is 19 over 57. So 19 over 57 can actually be simplified to 1/3. So that would be our answer. Or you can just multiply by 100. To get a percentage. Any questions on this? I think they've done a lot of problems like this already. Can I erase it? once they ask for how much is left, if they were to ask for how much is gone, your answer would be 1 minus 1/2 to the 1/3. If they had asked what is gone, okay? So on your exam, they will probably ask what is gone. The next one is using definitions of sin, sinh, and cosh. You have to derive d over dx of cosh of x. So we have to derive essentially what should the derivative of cosh be? Sinh. So you know in the end we're looking for sinh as our answer. But we need to take the derivative of this. What's the first thing that we should do? Yeah, use the definition. Definition is e to the x plus e to the minus x divided by 2. Taking the derivative of this. The derivative of e to the x is always e to the x. E to the minus x, the derivative is negative e to the negative x. Everything is divided by 2. And that would be the derivative. Now you're not done yet, because what is this equal to? Sinh. So your answer would be that word. Any questions on this? So if you were to go backwards, taking this to find the derivative of sinh, you would have e to the x minus a negative e to the negative x, so that would be plus divided by 2, which would bring us back to this definition, which would lead to cosh. So that would be doing it the other way. Any questions? No? All right, we have to find y prime of y is equal to cosh inverse of tan of 3x. You will be given this, but the derivative of cosh inverse is equal to 1 over the square root of x squared minus 1. Yeah. The derivative of the inverses you'll be given. So what would my answer be? 1 over of what squared? Tangent of 3x squared minus 1. Secant of 3x is secant squared times 3. That would be your answer. Any questions on this? Not really. I mean, you can put this on top. But identity is 1 minus 10 squared. Let's do the next one here. Y is equal to secant h of secant of 2x.
This supposed to be inverse.
No, just normal.
So
Yeah. Negative. Who wants to say it? Tan h of secant of 2x. Positive 2 secant of 2x times tangent of 2x. Can you guys see at the bottom? Okay. Right. It's just really long. So that's why. Any questions on that? I mean, these two problems shouldn't be that hard on the exam. They're just looking at the definition and not definition, but the derivative. Okay, so the next one is a schooling problem. Did I write the equation on the exam?
Yeah.
Okay, so then it is given. They said it's not going to be there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They changed that then.
You know, it's just because Dr. Lawson asked him like in front of everybody if he could give it to us, and like didn't want to like admit that he would give us something.
Oh.
That's
They might still give it. But just remember it.
they're supposed to give us the result. Happens like
T minus TS is equal. He's probably saying that just to make you guys scared. Just remember it anyway. T minus T surrounding equal to the T naught minus TS times e to the k T. T. The way to solve these is to just recognize what each temperature is. So it says a toy left outside in the summer at 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So what would our 100 degrees be Fahrenheit be? That would actually be, that's T naught. That's the T naught of the area. It's brought inside where the temperature is 75. So then our TS right now of the surrounding is 75. After 20 minutes, its temperature is 85. That would just be our normal T. So this is at time equal to 0. This is at time equals to 20 minutes. So then it's just plugging and chugging, finding e to the k. So we have 85 minus 75 equal to 100 minus 75. Times e to the k t. And we know our t is 20. then it's just reconfiguring. This is 10. This is 25. So we have 10 over 25 equals to e to the k 20. Finding e to the k, we again rewrite it as e to the k equals to 2/5 times to the power 1 over 20. Any questions on that? No? Now we need to find how long it takes, or find t in terms of natural logs. And they tell us that's find t in terms of natural log when the temperature was equal to 80. So essentially we're finding the time when the temperature was equal to 80. So then our equation changes a little bit. We have 80 be our T1. So it's 80 minus 75 equals to 100 minus 75 times our e to the k, which was 1/5 to the power, or 2/5 to the power of t over 20. (80 minus 75 is just 5. 100 minus 75 is 25. So then we get 1/5 equals to 2/5, or yeah, 2/5 times t over 20. We take the natural logs of both sides. So the natural log of 1/5 is equal to, doing the natural log brings the 20 down, and then we divide that. So let me just write the answer. Natural log of 1/5 divided by the natural log of 2/5 times 20 equals to t. And I'll rewrite it. Yeah. So we had 2/5 or 1/5 equals to 2/5 times t, or to the power of t over 20. We do the natural log, so therefore we have t is equal to the natural log of 1 over 5 divided by, that would be the natural log of 2 over 5 times 1 over 20 to the power of t over 20. So in the denominator, we have the natural log of 2/5, and then the 20 goes on top. So this would be your answer. You can simplify it, but they'll accept either. So if we simplify it, we have negative 20 times the natural log of 5 all over natural log of 2 minus natural log of 5 minutes. In this, they said they accept either, but which answer should you put? This one. Just go ahead and simplify it. Any questions on this? Yeah. So far the test is pretty straightforward. The integrals is where it gets tricky. So our first integral is from 0 to the natural log of 2 of e to the x times sinh of x dx. What's the first thing that we should do? Change it. Since we see that we have an e to the x power in the expression, we can just go ahead and use the definition of sinh. So we'll have from 0 to natural log of 2 e to the x times e to the x minus e to the negative x all over 2 dx. Multiplying that across, we're going from 0 to the natural log of 2. We will have 1/2 on the outside. E to the x times e to the x is e to the 2x minus 1 because e to the x times e to the negative x is equal to 1. Any questions so far? Do you want me to solve it out? So we have 1/2. What's the integral of e to the 2x? E to the 2x divided by 2. What is the integral of 1? So we are just subtracting an x, going from 0 to the natural log of 2. We just sub everything in. So we have, I'll take the, I'll separate them out. So we'll have e to the 2x, or e to the, they did 1/4. Okay. So 1/4 times e to the 2 times natural log of 2 is e to the natural log of 2 squared. Plugging the 0 in, we'll have e to the 0 minus 1/2 of just negative natural log of 2. Sorry, it'd be just, yeah. So minus 1/2 times the natural log of 2 minus 0. Don't get confused with the negative sign. So it's just minus 1/2 positive natural log of 2 minus 0. So this is equal to this. What's e to the 0? 1. So this is 2 squared, which is 4. 4 divided by 4 is just 1. Minus 1/4. Minus natural log of 2 over 2. So then our answer is 3/4 minus natural log of 2 all over 2. If you can't see, it says 3/4 minus natural log of 2 divided by 2.
Did you leave 1/2 outside?
Which one? You could do that. They have them as separated terms, but that should be fine. Yes.
How did you get on 1.4 EPL squared?
Well, it's 2x, so it's 2 times the natural log of 2. Using the property,
Oh, okay.
the 2 goes up. Any other questions? Oh, just to remember, I am in CP from 6 to 8 on the fourth floor study room area to tutor the LLC people, but any of you guys are welcome to come there. Yeah. It is for the people who live in, like, who do the LLC, but if you know someone who does, they can let you in. I will be up there. Okay, for part B. We're going from 0 to natural log of 4. Tan h of x over 2. So this one isn't really hard, it's just long. What's the first thing that we should do? Yeah. So we have 0 to the natural log of 4. Sinh of x over 2 over cos of x over 2 dx. What should our u be? U is cos.
You split up the x minus b minus x.
You could do that right now, but it'd be easier to, because then you need to take the integral of like this whole thing. Like you need to do the integral of that, which, you know, I don't even know. So it's better to just do u, and then our du will be 1/2 sinh of x over 2. So then we multiply the outside by a 2, inside by a 1/2. So then we have our du on the inside. Any questions on this? You guys have done this already with normal sine and cosine, so it shouldn't be unfamiliar. So this is equal to 2 times the natural log of cos of x over 2 from 0 to the natural log of 4. Before you use the definition, it's better to just plug in your limit values. So we'll have 2 times the quantity of natural log of cos of natural log of 4 all over 2 minus the natural log of cos of 0 What is cos of 0? 1 Now, if you didn't remember that, you could always just plug 0 into the definition, e to the x plus e to the minus x quickly, and you should get a 1. What's the natural log of 1? Yep. So this quantity, all of it, goes to 0. We are left with equal to 2. This 1/2 can be treated as 1/2 and then times the natural log of 4. Knowing that, we can bring this 1/2 up, make it 4 to the 1/2 power, making that equal to the natural log of 2. So then when we do 2 times the natural log of cosh, we can use the definition of cosh, which is what? E to the x plus or minus? Plus e to the minus x all over 2. But we don't have e to the x, we have e to the natural log of 2. Good? So then that's equal to 2 times the natural log of 2 plus 1 plus 2 to the minus 1, which is 1/2, all over 2. And this inside is equal to 5/4. So you can rewrite it. Any questions on this problem? Not after you, yeah, both would be acceptable. So this problem is just really long, otherwise you guys should be able to do all of it. So don't mess up with the math or
Isn't that kind of
it is, so technically everyone should get 100.
okay?
People make mistakes. Are you guys good? Did you guys all see the Super Bowl?
Yeah. It was like worrying.
Yeah.
Look at all those.
The commercials were alright. They weren't that great.
I didn't say anything more.
You didn't know it was Pokemon until like the very last second, though.
Yeah, it should have been more Pokemon.
I'm excited for the Wolverine, or not Wolverine, X-Men movie. What? Deadpool? That's coming this weekend, isn't it?
Thursday.
Okay. So C, we have the integral of dx divided by the square root of 9 x to the 4 minus 4. And they do give you the integrals of inverse stuff, so you know which one to substitute. But What's the first thing that we should do?
Get rid of that whole.
That's 4, because we want a 1 there. So this is equal to the integral of dx divided by the square root of 4 times 9 over 4 x to the 4th minus 1. That's equal to 1/2 times the integral of dx divided by the square root of 3/2 x quantity squared minus 1. Do you guys know what identity we use? It's cosh. They will give that to you. So that's equal to 1/2.
Where did you get 3x squared squared?
Where?
Because you have a minus.
Yeah.
What?
It's 9x squared on where you wrote on the practice exam.
Did I write a 4 here by mistake? Yeah. Sorry about that. There we go. If it was x to the 4th, your inside value would just be x squared. Okay? So it would work out. You just, instead of x to the 4th, you'd have, or instead of just x, you'd have x squared inside. So before we substitute in, we can actually do our u and du. So if this is our u is equal to 3/2. We multiply the top by 3/2, outside by 2/3. We're left with 1/3. Now we can just do the substitution, which is cosh inverse of 3x over 2 plus 3. Did this all make sense? Now, if we had x squared here, what would you need on the top? You need another x up there, okay? Because we'd be doing the derivative of 3/2 x squared, which would be the derivative of that would be, you bring the 2 down, so it would be 3x. Okay, this would be our du. So in order for us to have that du, we would already have been provided an x up here. Okay, so if you see a problem with an x on top like that, don't freak out. Just try to work it out, and if your du needed an x, it was provided. Any other questions? This was again fairly straightforward.
So that definition of cosh inverse going to be also, right?
Yeah. The last one, the integral of sec squared 3x dx. What do we do? Yep. So cosh of what? 2 times the inside, so it's cosh of 6x minus 1 all over 2 dx. That's equal to, we can take the 1/2 out. So we'll have 1/2 times, looking at just cosh of 6x, if our u is equal to 6x, our du is equal to a 6. So we would multiply the outside by a 6 and then a 1/6. So we would have sinh of 6x divided by a 6 minus 1/2 x, or x over. Sorry, I did that wrong. Should be. No, it's right.
What? Next one.
I think I did that wrong. Yeah.
Why is there a 1? Is there a 160?
Because our u is 6x.
No, like next to it.
This?
Yeah.
Oh, I just wrote that because we're multiplying cosh by 6x. We also need to multiply by 1/6. So 6.
Oh, I see this thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any questions on this? Or did you guys all follow me?
Well, now we have to memorize.
Yeah. So this you need to memorize. N squared is equal to a cosh of 2x minus 1 over 2. Cosh squared is equal to what? Cosh of 2x plus 1 over 2. So any questions on this problem? If you guys have questions about the last exam, just ask me. About the last one? I never saw that exam. I don't know. I never saw that exam first. I never looked at the answers.
You don't remember, I guess.
What?
You don't remember, I guess.
Wait, what's your question about?
So like.
It's about the old exam?
You went over it a little bit. It's like an art.
Yeah, I wasn't there
Like
really.
this area, length, volume.
Either I didn't come to class or I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
So if you have it written down, I can do it. But